Please raise your hand if you would like to read. Janava Mataji, please go ahead. Please read the name of the Ekadasi and then we can scroll down.
Okay, Hare Krishna Mataji. Okay, on my screen, okay, am I supposed to be scrolling it down myself?
No, you just read the name. I've just kept it like that. Okay, it is here also. Okay, go ahead.
Putrada Ekadasi. Okay,
Yeah, Putrada Ekadasi.
Okay, Mataji is like, okay, here we go. Thank you, Mataji. Putrada Ekadasi or Pausha Shukla Ekadasi. Do I continue, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, please go ahead.
Okay. The pious and saintly Yudhishthira Maharaj said, "O Lord, you have so nicely explained to us the wonderful glories of the Shapala Ekadashi, which occurs during the dark fortnight, Krishna Paksha, of the month of Pausha, December to January. Now, please be merciful to me and explain to me the details of the Ekadashi that occurs in the light fortnight, Shukla or Gara Paksha of this month. What is its name and what deity is to be worshipped on that sacred day? O Purushottama, O Hrishikesha, please also tell me how you can be pleased on this day." Lord Sri Krishna then replied, "O saintly king, for the benefit of all humanity, I shall now tell you how to observe fasting on the Pausha Shukla Ekadashi. As previously explained, everyone should observe the rules and regulation of the Ekadashi Brat to the best of their ability. This injunction also applies to the Ekadashi named Putrada, which destroys all sins and elevates one to the spiritual abode. The Supreme Personality of
Thank you,
Godhead.
Mataji.
Okay, thank
We
you.
will give Padma Mataji, please go ahead. The Supreme Personality. Padma Mataji. Is she there? Okay, Hemangi Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Narayana, the original personality, is the worshipable deity of the Ekadashi, and for his faithful devotees, he happily fulfills all desires and awards full perfection. Thus, among all the animate and inanimate beings in the three worlds, lower, middle, and higher planetary systems, there is no better personality than Lord Narayana. O King, now I shall narrate to you the history of Putrada Ekadashi, which removes all kinds of sins and makes one famous and learned. There was once a kingdom named Bhadravati, which was ruled by King Suketuman. His queen was the famous Shabya. Because he had no son, he spent a long time in anxiety and thinking, if I have a son who will carry on my dynasty. In this way, the king meditated in a religious attitude for a very long time, thinking, where should I go? What should I do? How can I get a pious son, Putra? In this way, King Suketuman could find no happiness anywhere in his kingdom, even in his own palace, and soon he was spending more and more time inside his wife's palace, gloomily thinking only of how he could get a son. Thus, both
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji.
Nandapriya Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Thus, both King Suketuman and Queen Shaibhya were in great distress. Even when they offered tarpana, oblations of water to their forefathers, their mutual misery made them think that it was as undrinkable as boiling water. They thus thought that they would have no descendants to offer tarpana to them when they died, and thus became lost souls, ghosts. The king and queen were especially upset to learn that their forefathers were worried that soon there would be no one to offer them tarpana also. After learning of their forefathers' unhappiness, the king and queen became more and more miserable, and neither ministers nor friends nor even loved ones could cheer them up. To the king, his elephants and horses and infantry were no solace, and at last he became practically inert and helpless. The king thought to himself, it is said that without a son, marriage is wasted. Indeed, for a family man with no son, both his heart and his splendid house remain vacant and miserable. Bereft of a son, a man cannot liquidate the debts that he owes his forefathers, the demigods, devas, and to other human beings.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank
Shamagauri Mataji, please go ahead, Mataji. Therefore,
There,
I'll highlight for you, Mataji. Here. Therefore.
therefore, every married man should endure to beget a son. Thus, he will become famous within this world and at last attain the auspicious celestial realms. A son is proof of the pious activities a man performed in his past 100 lifetimes, and such a person achieves a long duration of life in this world. Along with a good health and great wealth, possessing sons and grandsons in this lifetime proves that one has worshipped Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, in the past. The great blessings of sons, wealth, and sharp intelligence can be achieved only by worshipping the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna. That is my opinion thinking. Thus, the king had no peace. He remained in anxiety uh, day and night, from morning and evening, and from the time he lay down to sleep at night until the sun rose in the morning. His dreams were equally full of great anxiety. Suffering such constant anxiety and apprehension, King Suketuman decided to end his misery by committing suicide. But he realized that suicide throws a person into hellish conditions of rebirth, and so he abandoned that idea, seeing that he was gradually dense for gradually destroying himself by his all consuming anxiety over the lack of a son. The king at last mounted his horse and left for the dense forest alone. No
Thank you,
one.
Mataji.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Is anybody else raised hand after that?
Yes, Mataji, I can read
Okay,
you.
Padma Mataji, please go ahead.
Dense forest, right? Saying that he
Ah.
was gradually strong. King's
Dense forest, no one.
in the forest, right? In the forest, no one, not even the priests and Brahmins of the palace, knew where he had gone. In that forest, which was filled with deer and birds and other animals, King Suketuman wandered aimlessly, noting all the different kinds of trees and shrubs, such as the fig, bell fruit, date palm, jackfruit, bakula, saptaparna, jinduka, and tilaka, as well as the shala, tala, tamala, sarala, hingota, arjuna, labhira, Paheda, Sallaki, Karonda, Patala, Kaira, Shakha, and Falasa trees. All were beautifully decorated with the fruits and flowers. He saw deer, tigers, wild boar, lions, monkeys, snakes, huge bull elephants in rut, cow elephants with their calves, and the four tusked elephants with their mates close by. There were cows, jackals, rabbits, leopards, and hippopotamuses. Beholding all these animals accompanied by their mates and offspring, the king remembered his own menagerie, especially his palace elephants, and became so sad that he absent-mindedly wandered into their very midst. Suddenly the king heard a jackal howl in the distance. Startled, he began wandering about, looking around in all directions. Soon it was midday, and the king started to tire. He was tormented by the hunger and thirst also. He thought, what a sinful deed could possibly have I done, so that I am now forced to suffer like this, with my throat parched and burning, and my stomach empty and rumbling. I have pleased the Devas, demigods, with numerous fire sacrifices and abundant devotional worship. I have given many gifts and delicious sweets in charity to all the worthy Brahmins too. And I have taken the care of my subjects as though they were my very own children. Why then am I suffering so? What unknown sins have I come to bear fruit and torment me in this dreadful way? Absorbed in these thoughts, King Suketuman struggled forward, and eventually, due to his pious credits, he came upon a beautiful lotus bearing pond that resembled the famous lake Manasa Sarovara. It was filled.
Thank you, Mataji. It was filled with the aquatic, including the crocodiles and many variety of fishes, and graced with variety of lice and lotuses. The beautiful lotuses had opened the sun and the swans, cranes and duck swans happily in its water. Nearby were many attractive ashramas where there resided many saints and sages, which could fulfill the desire of anyone. Indeed, they wished everyone well. When the king saw all this, his right arm and right eye began to quick a shakuna sign of for a male. And something auspicious was about to happen. As the king dismounted his horse and stood before the sages who sat on the shore of the pond, he saw that they were chanting the holy names of the god on the japa beads. The king paid his obeisances and joining his palms addressed them with glorified praises. Anybody would like to read? Who did not get a chance? Okay, anybody can read who even got a chance. That's okay. Wait, let me check.
Mataji, can I go ahead, Mataji?
Yeah, go ahead, Mataji. Harita Mataji.
Yeah, from where, Mataji? Can you highlight, please?
Okay, wait. Here.
Okay. Observing the respect the king offered them, the sages said, "We are very pleased with you, O king. Kindly tell us why you have come here. What is on your mind? Please inform us what is your heart's desire." The king replied, "O great sages, who are you? What are your names? Surely your presence reveals that you are auspicious saints. Why have you come to this beautiful place? Please tell me everything." The sages replied, "O king, we are known as the 10 Vishwadevas, the sons of Vishwa, Vasu, Satya, Krutu, Daksha, Kala, Kama, Dhriti, Pururava, Madrava, and Kuru. We have come here to this very lovely pond to bathe. The month of Madhava Masa will soon be here in 5 days from the Maga Nakshatra. And today is the famous Putrada Ekadashi. One who desires a son should strictly observe this particular Ekadashi." The king said, "I have tried so hard to. Mataji, where is it? Okay, I have tried so hard to have son. If you great sages are pleased with me, kindly grant the boon of having a good son, Putra, the very meaning of a Putrada." The sages replied, "Is giver of I'm sorry. Okay, replied, is giver of a putra pious son. So please observe a complete fast on this Ekadashi day. If you do so, then by our blessings and by the mercy of the Lord Sri Keshava, invested in invested in, surely you will obtain a son." On the advice of Vishwadevas, the king observed the auspicious fast day of Putrada Ekadashi according to the established rules and regulations, and on the Dwadashi, after breaking his fast, he paid obeisances again and again to all of them. Soon after, Suketuman returned to his palace and united with his queen. Queen Saibya immediately became pregnant, and exactly as the Vishwadevas had predicted, a bright faced, beautiful son was born to them. In due course of time, he became famous as an heroic prince, and the king gladly pleased his noble son by making him his successor. The son of Suketuman took care of his subjects very conscientiously, just as if they were his own children. In conclusion, O Yudhishthira, one who wishes to fulfill his desires should strictly observe Putrada Ekadashi. While on this planet, one who strictly observes this Ekadashi will surely obtain a son, and after death he will achieve liberation. Anyone who even reads or hears the glories of Putrada Ekadashi obtains the merit earned by performing an horse sacrifice. It is there to benefit all humanity that I have explained all this to you. Thus ends the narration of the glories of Pausha Shukla Ekadashi or Putrada Ekadashi from Bhavishya Purana of Veda Vyasa, Veda Vyasa Deva. Hare Krishna Mataji. Wish you all a very happy Putrada Ekadashi. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Harita Mataji. Thank you so much, Hare Krishna. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Staying back for the reading of Ekadasi glories. I'm very grateful to you. I would like to offer my obeisances to all of you. Vanchakalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhu bhyeva chapatitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Anantakoti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, assembled devotees ki jai. Happy Ekadasi to everyone. Hare Krishna. Koti
Happy
koti
Ekadasi,
people.
happy Ekadasi to
Radhe
everyone.
Radhe.
Hare
See you
Krishna, Jai
all.
Sri
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna.